we know that today society and societies in general are more divided than ever. And of course there are many reasons for this. One of the big reasons is, of course, the rise of social media, the rise of technology. People have much less sort of real life opportunities to connect, or they choose not to because we're all so busy on our devices. And social media has also basically gave rise to this polarized viewpoints, and so of course it sort of magnifies the polarized voices. So I think more than ever we are extremely divided as a society, and urban mobility and our cities and the way cities are built have a huge impact on social cohesion and how people can come together, whether there are spaces where people can really connect, not through a device, but actually through real life and, flesh and blood. I'm actually quite personally passionate about this subject because urban design and, urban mobility itself has a huge impact on human happiness and how humans come together. So for example, if you think of cities where giant roads just split across places, that quite literally splits communities. And so those communities will no longer have the opportunity to come together, to have a chat, to have a sit on a bench, to have a walk together. So I think, city leaders have a responsibility here, because we know that whatever way we design our cities and with whatever opportunities we give citizens to move around, we can actually shape their well-being, their happiness, and social cohesion overall. Social cohesion cannot work if it's not a just transition as well. And there are many ways in which we can make sure that the most marginalized are also brought on this journey and in this transition, because we know that the transition is huge and there's quite a big leap from where we are today to where we need to get to. And so it's absolutely paramount that we take care of those that are, that breathe the worst air because they live in the most polluted places and, beside the worst roads, the most congested roads. So we need to make sure that our cities are built in a way that those people also have equal opportunities and options and ways in which they can choose to move around, and they also don't have to breathe toxic air and so therefore get sick and then foot the bill of that terrible healthcare issue that then gets created. So there's many ways in which that can happen. So there's a social leasing scheme, for example, at the moment in France, which allows poorer families to have access to an EV for a relatively modest amount of money. There's other things, for example, affordable public transport. You have to make public transport affordable to everybody. There's also an accessibility question. Are the stations, first of all, close enough to everybody in the city, but also, can, for example, disabled people get on those vehicles easily, or will they have trouble with that? So that's also very, very important.